I am so excited to be here again with a new topic, a new video. Hi everyone, my name is Njeri Karanja, and today I'm here to talk about a very important topic. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for your support. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and also remember to activate your notification bell so that you receive a notification of all my future videos. Now, today we are going to talk about faith and what faith can do for you. Let's start by saying what exactly faith is. Faith is simply believing that you will get, just having that conviction that regardless of whatever happens, I will get whatever it is I am fighting for, I am working for, I am really trying hard to get. I'll definitely get that. It's conviction beyond any doubt that I will definitely get what I'm looking for. That is what faith is. I'll talk on a personal level of what faith has done for me. And with this, I would talk of some of the occasions or some of situations whereby I found myself winning, even when everyone else who was around me was thinking it's gonna be a lose for me. I remember there was a time that in the year 2020, when I was going through a very difficult moment. It was a very hard situation for me and my babies, and I did not know what to do. I don't have anything with me, but one thing was a conviction for me that whatever it is that had made me be where I was, I shall receive it. And so one day, when I was working where I was working, I started asking myself questions. I could ask myself, why am I here? Who am I? What am I supposed? What am I worth? What is my worth? What is my value? So one day when I was sitting there after I did my lunch, I decided to take a rest. I was taking that time to wait for my time to go back to report back to the office. I was taking that time to think about and to reflect about my life. But before getting there, I had faced quite a huge challenge before getting that job. But I am talking about this job because that's where I made my turnaround. I've always known myself as one strong person. I always believe that God can do anything for me. I always believed that I could become what I wanted to become. At this particular time, I was feeling so drained. I was feeling like I did not even appreciate who I was. I was feeling worthless. I was feeling lost. I was somewhere in the desert alone. I didn't know what to expect. I could wake up in the morning and look at my babies, and I was wondering now, what next? When I was sitting there, I stood up and looked at the mirror. The office that I was working with was covered with mirror on one wall. So I look at this woman on the other side, and I took like 2 hours. So when I was still there thinking about what my life has become of, I decided to go talk to the other person because every day I was thinking about me. Every day God could show me the strength that was within me, the strength that I could not believe in. And so I stood and approached the mirror. Through the mirror, there was a reflection of my image on the other side. I looked old. I looked pale. I looked like a person who had given up with life. I was just alive physically, but mentally and anything else with me was gone. So I decided to talk to that lady on the other side. For 2 hours, I was reminding myself how strong I was. For 2 hours, I was reminding myself how big my God was. For 2 hours, I was telling the trouble, the situation I was going through, how big my God is. And when I sat down after that, I took a pen and a paper. I wrote down everything I wanted to change in my life. And the first thing was to strengthen my life, make sure my faith in God becoming stronger every day. And so I decided, but how do I do this? I used to have a friend who was called Catherine by then. She was a close friend. And when I went home, I took a book sat down silently alone. I prayed to God and I told him, I have no idea how you look like. I have no idea where you stay, but I believe you stay in heaven. But I believe you can make me make a comeback in this life. That particular time, a picture came to my mind. Or rather, I got into thought of me putting down my dreams. Something I never done before. I always talked of dreams, but I knew, yes, I know my dreams, I know my goals. Why do I have to write them down? So at this particular time, the conviction was huge. It needed me to write down my dreams, to write down my goals. I don't know why this first came from. I have never done that. And so I was wondering, now how do I do it? I decided to trust my thoughts. I took a book and I wrote down whatever came to my mind at that particular time was what I was writing down. Everything was flowing. I never pushed anything. I wrote them down. Then again, I took another page and planned my time. I started with my waking up time, 4 a.m. What do I do when I wake up at 4 a.m.? What I decided I'll be doing was to pray, to exercise, to read. And I remember one day I told my friend, come and see my dreams. She looked at me and she was falling down with laughter. She laughed at me. I did not feel insulted. I felt so happy because I believed if God had given me the thought of writing down a challenging dream that could make my friend laugh at me because she thought I was crazy, I believed God had seen that my abilities were much more bigger than what I thought. And so I felt so happy. He told me, the first one is okay, the second one still is okay, but the third one, I think you need to change. I told her, I'm not changing nothing. Nothing gonna change from my list of dreams. So we started waking up. She told me I would like to join you, but you see, at this particular thing, I would let you know. And everything that you're doing has to come from within you. If it's not coming from within you, then you're gonna get tired. You will give up. For me, it was a conviction because that's what I needed to do. It was coming from within me. I believe this is what I had to do for me to stand. And so we started waking up at 4 a.m. together with her. She got tired along the way. And at this particular time, I was still struggling. I could sometimes not afford a rent of 2,500 shillings. But God is so faithful because my landlord was so understanding. No matter how many months I did not pay for my rent, she always understood me. I could pay her 200, 500, but I knew one day I'll clear my rent arrears and I'll even do much more. And one day I remember I told my friend, take a photo of me right now and I'll be back here again 2 years from now for you to take another photo. She laughed again. And so as amidst of our struggles, trying to make our life stand, we decided to start a small hotel. I could wake up in the morning and I could talk of so many big things, and most of my friends could not see who is talking. They could not recognize me as me. But they could tell me, I really don't see the person who is talking. But I can see, feel, and hear the strength of your words. How do you manage to be this positive? I told them, having faith in God. My God has really given me this courage, confidence of believing stronger than you'd ever imagine. Strongly believing than anybody would ever imagine. I believed every day I could wake up hoping and knowing that at the end of the day, something new will happen. Every day I woke up believing it shall be well at the end of the day. And things kept being the same. I kept being the same. This strong woman, so convincing that everything's gonna be well. And I remember one of my friends visited and she told me, why don't you change your mind and do ABCD? I told her, when I was making the decision that I made, I was not insane. I was not under any influence. And I know wherever situation it is I am right now is a price I am paying for my decision. I am ready for any pain. I am ready for any challenge. I am ready for any tear. I am ready for anything. But I believe in the end, I'll smile. They all could not believe what I was saying. And one day, when I was still struggling, praying to God all the day, all the time, praying for my family, and many people stayed away from me at that particular time, and I appreciate them regardless. Amidst all my travels, I still strongly believe God gonna make a change for me. When you're still struggling, I could tell my friend, things will get better. She was getting negative all the time, and I could get so agitated most of the time, and I'm telling her, you know what, I'm getting tired of being around you. I didn't want to leave her. I was feeling like I needed to be near her all the time, probably to encourage her. But then again, she was getting into my nerves because of her negativity. I tried to make her remain positive, but she could tell me, you and these positive things of yours, I don't see. Nothing's working for us. I'm giving up. So one day, this is what she saw, my God. I woke up, prayed, and we left for work as usual. It's around 10 a.m. A phone came through. That was an old friend who was calling me. For a long time, we had not communicated. For over 5 years, we had not even heard from each other. So she asked me, hi. I say, hello. How are you doing? Doing good. And she asked me, how are you doing with ABCD? I told her, not good. Do you think you can offer me a job? And she told me, are you sure? I said, yes. She said, I'm gonna offer you a date. She told me, I would like to meet with you at this place, this time, on this day. I didn't have money with me. I didn't know how to go there. But I did not shy off from telling her that I didn't have money. I told her, I have no idea how I'm gonna get where you are. She sent me my bus fare. This is how my faith have worked for me. I've got so many scenarios of how I can narrate to you what faith can do for you. From there, God has been taking me from grace to grace. God has been changing my appearance. God has been changing my innermost beauty and making it more beautiful and more admirable. So the reason to why I'm making this video, I'm making this video for that person who feels like no kind of motivation can encourage them. I'm making this video for that person who is feeling no, regardless of how many people come to me to tell me how good or better things gonna get. I'm making this video for the sake of that person who feels that no matter which word that he used, no matter how many people come to me trying to encourage me and tell me this is gonna get better, I don't hear nothing anymore. I want you to think of that moment when you're happy. When you used to go out, have dinner with friends, take selfies, and put them on social media for us to see how happy you are. Remember those moments you used to call your friends, share with them about your day, share with them about your experiences, and enjoy every moment when you're with them or around them. I want you to remember those moments you used to be so happy with gatherings in the families and gatherings with friends and any kind of occasion and occasion that you used to have around you. Those moments are not there anymore. They are gone. They did not just get over. Their time elapsed. Even what you're going through right now, that dark situation that you're going through right now, that very difficult moment that you're going through right now that is draining your energy, that relationship that is draining your strength, that is really killing you emotionally, I will remind you that this situation will pass. But one thing I'll tell you, do not stop doing or making that decision because you're afraid of what people will say, of how people are going to take you. Don't be in a relationship that is draining you or killing you emotionally, killing you spiritually, because you still want to be called or be associated with a marriage. Don't turn down those businesses opportunities, those business proposals that will be given because you're wondering how people are going to react around you. And after you take that, they are going to say. People are busy doing their own things. Even if they do talk, even if you don't do, they will still talk. If they meant to say anything negative about you, nothing that you stop from doing that will stop them from saying or talking anything ill against you. Stop it. You got to stop thinking of what people say or what people don't say about you. You have the ability of upgrading your life from how you're living right now, but you cannot do that because you're afraid of how people are going to react towards that. They are busy doing their own things. And when it comes to talking about you, if they choose to talk about you, you cannot stop that. They'll still talk. So stop it. Stand on your ground and say, you are given this space to beautify it. What are you doing with your space? How beautiful is your space? Look for ways to make your space stand out. You have all the colors. Don't let people's opinion stop you. People will give their opinion about you. They will try and tell you what you can, what you cannot do. But it's up to you to choose what you can do. If you stop doing whatever you had supposed to do because of people, then you're gonna stay stuck. No progress, no growth. Choose to move forward by having faith in God, remaining positive, believing yourself, and having a very strong self drive. It's about you. It's not about any other person. This brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so that, like I said, you'll be notified of all my future videos. For now, I appreciate your time and I appreciate you being here. Bye bye. Until next time, God bless you. We love you.